Hey, what's up?
Is the makerspace closed today?
I just got home and hopped on stream. Yeah.
Figured you guys closed early.
Yeah, we pieced out at 3. Yeah, it was good. It was Lucy's last day, so
That's what I thought. That's what I heard.
yeah. It's okay. We made her a little something. It was cool.
That's sweet.
But
Saturday,
yeah, we had to shut down, so sucks because it's not even snowing yet.
I know.
And I had a water jet job that I wanted to do before the weekend, and now I'm SOL. But it's whatever.
How are you?
Fine. I'm building switches right now. I'm about to do it on stream for fun.
You getting all caked up?
I'm getting all caked up. Yeah, I wanted to build 100 for the year. Yeah, and I sell them for $40 a piece. You know what I mean?
That'd be sick.
I know, it would be fucking cool.
That'd be really nice.
Oh my gosh. I was unmuted. Oh. I'm so sorry that I was unmuted for the first part of that. I didn't say anything bad. Jack called me. Oops. I'm so sorry that I was unmuted for the first part of that. I didn't say anything bad. Sorry, I'm getting my stuff still figured out. What's up, everyone? We will miss Lucy. Yeah, they shut the makerspace down because it's supposed to snow here. It sucks. It sucks because I was gonna get parts made. And for this. So, but now I'm not going to be able to make as many as I wanted to. Oh. Yeah, everyone heard me. I know, it's kind of humiliating. Sorry. I'm making a bunch of switches this weekend. This is a little bit of, I guess, I don't know if you would call it an announcement or whatever. I'm upping I upgraded the Kake switches to what I'd consider like a 1.1. And the details are live on maximizermerch.com. And jeez, I have so many. Sorry, I'm still getting my stream like where it needs to be. Anyways, the details of that are live on maximizermerch.com. The best robot combat shirt store Shopify ever. Sorry, I'm sorting out my page. Cool. And there's a bunch of changes. Nothing like as I kind of wanted to do a colossal overhaul of the design and switch some stuff over. Let me make sure I'm on the right mic. Okay. I'm not going to be making 100 switches. I don't have the parts for 100 switches because the water jet, because we're out. The makerspace closed early. So, but I can make about 50. And so I'll make about 50. Yeah, sorry. So the top mounting holes are gone. This is the new housing. I have a bunch here. I have a bunch more over there. The top mounting holes are gone. The reasoning for that is the screw. It was M3, and kind of the overall failure that was happening was the screw, the T-nut in the bottom was stripping. Let me see it. Hang on. So here's a V1. Sorry, it's kind of, but that's the T-nut on V1. This is the V-nut or T-nut on V2. So I went from an M3 to an M4. So I sacrificed the mounting holes to do that because I couldn't have that big of a nut and still have the top mounts. But there were more people who stripped those M3s than there were people who were actually using the top mounts. And so I wanted to err a little bit on the side of reliability for that. Again, I kind of wanted to do a better overhaul of them, but just like erring on the side of just kind of what I know works and reliability, especially if I'm going to be selling something. Personally, I don't want any more features out of it. Like when I use them on Macs, I've been using the same two on the two Max frames for the past year now, and there's not really anything that I desire out of them other than I'm always afraid that screw might strip out just over time and with use. So going from an M3 to an M4, 30% larger, but the main thing is the threads on these are way nicer. I got these on McMaster. The other ones I could only source on Amazon, and it was kind of like a mixed bag as far as like the threads were concerned. So that's kind of the biggest change on them is the move from M3 to M4. So yeah, I'm gonna make a bunch and I'm gonna stream it, and I'd love to watch some content while I do that. But I kind of don't want to get like clapped by YouTube. So if someone found content to watch while I work on this, I would absolutely watch the hell out of some content on stream. I just don't want to get like clapped or anything. But we're gonna have a relaxing little snow day here, aren't we? We're gonna freaking. Oops. We're gonna have a relaxing snow day and work on switches. Duh. I don't have my mouse either. The thing that sucks the most about the springs is they get tangled inside the box. So it's kind of the springs are kind of lame. So they get stuck together like that. They get pry apart. Are you serious? Your comment got filtered? Why did your comment get filtered? Is it because you said DEI? Oh my god. If it's because you said DEI, I'm gonna flip. Jeez. I don't know how to mess with my moderation settings. That's really lame. Okay, well, I don't know how to mess with my moderation settings, and I kind of don't want to do it right now. But I'll look into that. That's so lame. Oh, jeez. It might be because you're not subbed for a while. I think I have it turned on 24-hour watching a person in a factory. Is this fun for you? The content that you want? It's like the jungle. Sweatshop live stream. Yeah, so when I'm sold out of cake switches, this is why. It's because I do make these. So, if you're wondering why your order hasn't shipped, it's because I do not have it. I have not yet done the sweatshop routine of making these. Yeah, where you can like watch people do things. I wish I had more fun commentary, but it's kind of like so locked in on pushing these T-nuts in. Just completely focused. Music too loud, Jake too quiet. Is that better? Is that better? My mic is kind of far away as well because I'm trying not to. I do actually have to make these, so the microphone is not priority over me actually being able to move my hands and shit. I am actually this is not a bit. Okay. Yeah, and if you look close, maybe you'll be able to see your Switch. Oh my god. Your Switch was built on stream. I'm gonna start signing them. that Brandon Ravens fan? Bennett Young? I can't wait. I can't. When we pitted together at championships, it was me, Brandon Bennett Young, Chainsaw Kitty, and we made up the Ravens fan table. I need more Ravens table. Especially with the Bengals not making the stupid playoffs. I don't even like football, and that had me heated as a import to Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm a Bengals fan by coincidence. This is the other thing that I've started to do with these, just heat set. So I push them in with that just to, get them aligned in where they need to be. Then I'll heat set them, and it's just feel like it's much less prone to coming out. And then I've also been doing it with the spring in there. Just kind of locks the spring in position. See? Ow. Just burned myself. But that makes assembly a little bit easier. You can do that. I am holding a soldering iron to it until it melts. I can't do that. It's a little bit more time consuming, but it saves me time on the back end because I can I don't have to keep the spring in position nearly as much, because the spring can be a little bit of a annoying when I install the moving contacts. So it just takes a little bit of upfront time. I feel like if somebody takes it apart, it's not going to blow up in their face. They're less likely to blow up in their face. I am surprised at how many people actually take their stuff apart. Personally, I recommend using ring connectors on them, not soldering direct to the pads. It's whatever, but I am surprised at how many people prefer soldering than ring connectors, because they're made for a specific ring connector size as well, to accept a certain ring connector. I did a little bit of the elevator pitch on well, someone already complained about the top mounting holes going, predictably, which makes me feel bad. But I saw that coming. So Matt's really upset about the top mount holes going. The chat delay is brutal. Can someone send me an article on how to fix that, and then I'll fix it? I'm busy right now. I mean, I'm more than happy to fix it, but How long ago was the elevator pitch? How long have we been streaming? 15 minutes ago. Yeah, I mean, the elevator pitch isn't crazy. The full details. The reference CAD is already up on maximizemerch.com. The greatest site for t-shirts and for switches. Though the t-shirts are unless you're a 2XL or up, I'm out. 2XL is the smallest size I have right now, which is crazy. So if you're looking for, you know, a tent, if you're small and you're looking for a tent, a Maximizer themed outdoor tent, that's where you gotta go. Oops. I'm kind of rocked back and forth as I let go of it. So the full details are on the website. The details that I got are basically the biggest changes. I went from an M4 from an M3 on the T-Nut to an M4. I'm really happy with the performance of the Switch. I sold over 100 last year, and that's a big pool of data to be able to pull from. And the overarching, like, hey, this is a problem. It's not super common, but it's happened. It's happened enough to be, you know, that I noticed. Which noticing things with a sample size that large is not overly difficult. Is the T-Nut strips in the bottom. I knew it was going to be a problem. I knew it was going to be a problem to the point where when I first started shipping them, I shipped them with 2 additional T-Nuts in there. So if you bought a Switch last year, you know, if you open the package, you got 2 additional T-Nuts. And the reason why I did that is because I knew they were going to strip. I knew it was the weakest kind of part of that. But I wasn't forced. Why did I do the M3? And the M3 is because I had to have the top mounting holes to be back compatible with the Waiachis. So now I'm a little more comfortable, like, going outside of the Waiachi kind of standard, I guess. They don't have to be totally back compatible. You know, because I wanted it to be a cheaper and better version of the Waiachi. But I didn't want people to have to stress about, like, trying it and not liking it. Now I don't care what you think. It's not true. So basically what that means is I went from an M3 to an M4. And when I did that, on the driving bolt, like the main power bolt, when I did that, I ran out of room. Whoops. Ran out of room for the thing. For the top mount holes. So the top mount holes had to go. There were more people stripping the screws, the T-nuts, than there were more people stripping the T-nuts than there were using the top mount holes. And if you really needed the top mount holes, I don't recommend it, but you could just use the 4 main attachment bolt holes. I don't recommend it, but you could. You could use 2 of them. That's not an endorsement. That is in a pinch. Yeah, dude, the Waiachis being $75 is it's so dumb. It's so dumb. I increased the price and I feel awful. And I increased it from $40 to $41 because inflation was 2% last year. And I felt awful about it. So I don't know how they charge $75 for a Switch or whatever the price is now. And it hasn't been updated since 2004 either, which is the other thing, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, it's my Mareep sticker, dude. Dakota made that for me. Not for me, but, you know. For Jaren. And then I got one. It's the sheep arbor. How could I raise the price from $40 to $41? It's because the consumer price index last year was 2%. So I increased it by $1. That's how. Brutal business, man. I know. Brutal. Indexing his products to inflation. Not even inflation for consumer goods. Just I didn't even index it against the category that it's in, which is higher than overall inflation. Nobody else. Yeah, canceled. There are so many better reasons to cancel me. Whoa, it's snowing a lot. Okay, now I know why we're out of work. Okay, that's fair. I was kind of disappointed with the amount of snow an hour ago. Yeah, well, people should feel bad about... I don't know. I'm not an economist. Some inflation is good, right? I'm not going to claim to be big smart guy as far as inflationary measures are concerned. They got a little bit more expensive to make as well. Just like yeah, evil switchman with a superior product at a significantly lower price. I am just the worst. Yeah. Ugh, all right. Move this out of the way. I want to show off the army, but I have 36 over here. These 18 plus 36, 72. No, sorry, 54. So I have 54 bodies. Sucks because I don't even have the screws for these. So I can't even assemble the tops. Ugh. But that's okay. We're gonna get as far as we can go. They're so pretty all lined up over there. Okay. I have some copier. So you can see how legit the setup is right now. Yeah, floor printer. It's snowing outside. Okay. I'm not gonna dock myself. The last thing I need right now is getting swatted. That would really delay production and shipping. Nothing would delay production and shipping like getting swatted. All right, I'm gonna start a print. and I'm gonna print some tops. I have not done a validation run of these yet, so this is my. So I gotta do a validation run of the tops. Take a 10 second timeout for that one. You don't have to do me like that, dude. He said you should have Max stuck in the wall in the background of the stream so it can do what it does best. You cannot say that. Not in here. I won't let that stand. I can come back now. It's been 10 seconds. No, I'm abusing my power for fun. It's how was finals, or do you not want to talk about it? No, finals was awesome. Finals was really good. I guess, oh my gosh, this is my first time like being public since finals, actually. I did not even think about that. Finals was awesome. The robot did really well. I'm very happy. The fights are all on my YouTube. Even the one that wasn't on stream, which was versus Cram. I've watched all the fights about 1 million times at this point, so I'm kind of bored of watching them. Yeah, the robot is finally in a place where it's just like, it's finally working, which I know is like, from an outsider looking in, you might not like be like, oh my gosh, it's always been good, Jake. It's not. It's been kind of crap at certain points. It's finally in a position where it's just like, okay, I can go in and kill 4-wheel drive verts, and I can just do that and not have problems. It is 10 competitions old at this point, and I feel like the past 2 have been the first ones where it's finally like worked the way that I wanted it to work when I initially designed it. Like super hard hitting, durable as hell, and like just venomous, man. Just like works good. Just venomous. I'm super stoked with how finals went. I lost to Business Cat, to, in my opinion, I think I made a driving error. When I pulled out of the box, I pulled out backward because everything's reversed, and I'm like not very smart. So because I was upside down, backward was forward and forward was backward. So I jammed the throttle forward and it just shot me back into the wall. And I was like, oh, and I kind of just like, I never like recovered from that initial, like mentally recovered from that initial like feeling. And so it definitely just like, and then within the first 45 seconds, he got me in the corner and then took out the, not the belt. The belt was actually intact, which is hilarious. He hit the nut on the 90-degree gearbox and it killed the nut. It's insane. just like the tiniest, just like a very small window of opportunity, and he nailed it. How hot should I print Copier? Oh, jeez. 250 to 270. Yes, I've done it before. It's because I'm not very smart. I didn't throw. I was trying. I'm just not very smart. I was trying. I wasn't trying after my weapon went down. After my weapon went down, I knew I was done. I knew I was toast after my weapon went down. Trust me. All right. I'm gonna print 2 of these for validation, and then we'll feel how those feel, and we'll go from there. I also added a little registration groove on these tops, just to make assembly a little bit easier. I pulled off the big nozzle. It's got a 0.4 nozzle on it right now. I love my 1 mil. My 1 mil is dope. Oh, jeez. Yeah, see, that's what I'm worried about. I don't want it to put a seam there. Okay. Ow, my back. Okay. I don't want it to put a seam there. See that? And it's like inconsistent as well. So let's go in here. I have this boy. And this is the big boy. So this is a 1 mil with a volcano, and it's a CHT nozzle as well, which means it gets flow, and it is dope. It is dope for if you're doing combat parts, dude, you gotta try out a 1 mil nozzle. A 1 mil nozzle is crazy, and I use it with a pretty low layer height. So I'll use it on a 0.3 millimeter layer height, and it's perfect. The prints are chunky, they're fast as hell. They're stupid fast. And they're way stronger. They're way stronger than just with the standard nozzle size. One mil nozzle's dope. Plus your prints take like no time at all. You want to be done with your prints yesterday? Try a 1 mil nozzle, dude. See how you like it. That's the sketch that I was looking for. Okay. Yeah, dude, 1 mil. You can always buy like an off-brand one Because it should be the same thread pitch. I believe it's an M6 thread on the E3D hot ends at least. My undergraduate degree is in mechanical engineering technology. There's a comparison. So it's smaller. By, you know, an amount. It's the same width. But removing these top mount holes meant that I could keep it small and also have the big lower nut, which is just going to be better. People are going to have less problems. It's going to be much nicer. I'm going to get much less complaints of yikes. Oh yeah, dude, 1.5. Oh my. That's a big one. Dude, 1.5 is dope. So the other kind of cool thing. Okay. I started a sentence and I didn't finish it. All right, let me do this, and then I can think actual thoughts. Stove. .8 nozzle would be pretty dope too. Zoe likes her .8 nozzle. I think strength is not a function of width so much as it is a function of height, like layer height, because you're always going to be limited at least in a tensile sense between the layer to layer adhesion, not so much the track itself, because you're getting a continuous bead of polymers coming out of it. Oops, that's the wrong version. There's a paper that I reference quite often, actually, about strength as a function of layer height and nozzle diameter, and it changed the way that I see the way that 3D prints work and stuff. Yeah, see, look at that. Still getting a seam. I want to make that thick enough that I don't get the... Or is that just the inner wall seam? Oh. Is it the inner wall? Oh god, I can't. Sorry, I don't have my mouse. Am I stupid? Yeah, it is the inner wall seam. Okay, it's just poking through. Okay. Well, let's send it. It's a 30-minute print for these two. Effectively, tops. For max strength between layers, what this paper talks about is it's about at 50% of a nozzle diameter is the failure mode goes from layer to layer to non layer to layer. So it goes from layer adhesion to actual mechanics. And so I try to if I'm doing 18 top run. Okay. Oh, that's not 18. That is 2. Whatever. Oops. Hi, Jay. All right. It's top in time. Oh, I gotta purge this puzzle. Hang on. Stop. Stop. I've played these games before. Shit. Reset. Disconnect. I'm also a total boomer, and yeah, I use Pro Interface because I've been using the same because I'm still using a Ramps 1.4 on my 3D printer, and I've been using the same one since 2015. So I refuse to upgrade. The more I make, the less I do, or the less time it takes. If I do a lot, it takes me way less time. This is an hour and a half. Getting 54 bodies together took me an hour and a half. I should record that. "54 bodies, spring, and nut, 1.5 hours. So I would assume 3 for 100. But it would probably be less than that. Not good. They told me it was too hard to make. So I gotta find a different company. I'm sad. Oh wow, Copier smells awesome. What do I think of the Thagomizer Will Bales game made? I guess I'm not allowed to show video of it because it's all copyright. That thing is, it's moving, it's moving kind of slow. It's moving kind of slow. Yeah, it's kind of moving like a cruise liner. But I feel like that's the Thagomizer problem. Like, I feel like that's always gonna happen with the new Thag. Because until you figure out like your your traction limits and all that. You're hosed. All right. We got this running. We'll run that out. Oh, I gotta do glue on this because it's nylon, right? Does Copier do? Can I do it direct to the PEI, or should I do glue? It looks like it's sticking to the PI fine. Yes, I think it will drive completely different than Hypershock. It does, but all right. Because of the water jet taper, these are unidirectional, so I do need to keep that in mind. All right. Give me OBS. Let's go Big Jake again. Yeah, it looks like August. It drives like August of 22 max. Or when was last? August of 23. Right before I switched to the... It was the event where the wheels were just like degrading. So mad that I won that event. Legit. I'm not even being like facetious. Bot was just like falling apart. It's really dumb. Well, these holes came out too big. That kind of blows. Right. Usually I like for these to be a bit of a tighter fit. That's alright. I have not figured out a good way to solder these on. Just every way I do it. It's just a colossal pain. For the most part, I like to bend them up and then bend them back down with the things in position. Like even that is just like, it sucks. I don't have a very good way of doing these right now. I don't know if I need to like, I don't know what I need to do to make this process better. Prying them all up because they're tabbed in right now. And then I can come back through. the fastest way that I've found. Oops. And then I can push down. I can put these in position and kind of push down on it. It's not working. Okay, this one's kind of messed up, but then I gotta get the soldering iron really hot. Really hot, because this is big copper. I'm gonna end up breaking all these out. Do it like I used to do it. This sucks. Because these are bigger, they're harder. Printed punch. Yeah, a screwdriver. I'm talking about actually like placing the contacts on there. It's a big pain. Ideally, actually, Switch is in a position, I get the design in a position where people can just assemble it themselves, and I sell them for way less, or even more accessible. Then I don't have to do so much damn assembly. But right now they're not accessible, like in a way that kind of I can justify. The soldering iron head is shot. Dang. Yeah, this guy's pretty unhappy, man. Yeah, this guy's really unhappy. It's old, so I have new ones. So if this doesn't materialize, we'll switch to the okay, there we go. It's hard to see the small parts. Yeah, they are really tiny. I want to have my face in the shot because otherwise it's gonna be boring. I need 2 cams. I need a part cam. And I need a J cam. Oh, shoot. I don't know if I did that the right way. Ooh, yikes. Yeah, see, this is the pain. These will not go together. Ow. Ow. Still hot. Okay, so the big side. I just gotta make sure the big side's down. My camera died. Oh. It's a floor printer. It's probably horribly out of focus, but floor printer. Okay. Floor printer. Floor printer. Should we zoom in on the hands? I feel like what I'm doing is really tiny. Zoom in. So I'm doing these are done. These are the moving contacts. So what I'm doing, I gotta make sure these are flipped the right way, because the water jet puts a taper on it. So out of focus. There you go. Usually the contact itself gets hot enough to put solder on, and then when I see it flow to the actual frame, then I can add solder. And then I get one ready, get another one ready, get that one hot. With my other hand, I get a second one ready. It's just Sweatshop simulator, dude. It's fun. Except I can leave. A little bit too much solder on that one. No biggie. Flowed a bit too well. Yeah, this table gets very burnt when I do these. There's a bunch of little rings from the silver. It's very fast for me to move them around with my hands, like and kind of manipulate them. So whatever I do would have to be like I'd have to still be able to manipulate them. Quickly. These are supposed to be riveted from the back, but the contacts that I have are actually too small for the material. So it's supposed to be that I can put these in a punch and then rivet them and have them held that way. But those were unavailable. So the real answer to what I'm doing right now is to eliminate the soldering step by switching to a rivet. But fortunately, we're gonna have to find another supplier. Finding the supplier for these Let me tell you. I be sending emails. Okay? I do be sending emails. And these are the, this is what actually prevents the, oh wow, this rectangle has been on. This is what actually keeps it from charging the screw, is this nylon washer. This is why it's important, like which side. Ow, this one's still hot. So that it kind of goes in proper. Because if I do it on the other side, the water jet taper fights it. Gets unhappy. Yeah. You're supposed to be paying attention, dude. Alright. Well, so that's the first row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Well, we lost one in the water jet, so 11. I wonder if I could solder these in. Make it in position. Yeah, that's gonna be more trouble than it's worth. I've done this method before where I tab them up like that. Yeah, it yeah, imagine how boring it was to work in a factory in the 1700s. You can't even live stream it. you can't even live stream the work conditions. These ones, it does not matter which side it's on because it doesn't get that thing. So we can just slam them. These also tend to be easier too because there's less heat involved. You need a lot of heat to do the big ones. There's just it's like doing the fattest wire on earth. That's why I also don't recommend soldering to these. The chance you can desolder the contacts. Yeah, dude, the jungle would have been a lot less. Imagine if they had streaming in that meat factory. No one would be complaining about the work conditions. The jungle, but with live streaming. Ow. Sorry. It's hot. Woo! Hey, Tuck. Everyone say hi to my brother. Upon Sinclair's expose, the jungle was really about the... yeah, true. Hire children to do this. Yeah, true. True, real, very base. Why make things with your large adult hands when you can have a child do it with its nimble its nimble child hands? This is based. This is true. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Ow. Oops. Sorry, that one got... Ow. Sometimes I forget that they're hot, okay? I got a little bit of solder on it. Sorry. Ow. Oh, I need to hold this. Okay. Why do this yourself when you could just hire children to do it? So true, so real. What's up, Tori? Ah! You're on break from your job and you're watching someone else do a job. This is it. We're in the end times. There's nowhere to go but down. Cool sunglasses emoji. Welcome to the end times. These tabs have also been updated a little bit. They're a bit of a dog bone shape now. The whole idea is that they are able to lock into the top. My goal is to get these done, and then we've got 2 tops that are almost done, and we'll do a full assembly, see how it feels, see if we like it, test it. We'll go ahead and print the other 50 tops that we need to do, depending on the quality of the tops. I suspect we need to tune the print settings on those. That is, I'm printing Copier for the first time. Just no print tuning on it yet. So we'll see. We'll see how they fare. But here we go. That's a bunch of the stationary lugs. Oh, so we got moving contacts, stationary lugs, and then that's just the first row. So we're a third of the way done with these. But how are our tops doing? Our tops, we got 3 minutes on them. All right. Let's break some more copper. Hey, Jaren. I am getting bored of listening to music. Can we watch some React content together? I want to find some non-combat content on YouTube that I can watch without like getting clapped. Because I don't want the VOD to get clapped. Because I'm too lazy to actually make videos, so this is my only source of views. Is me just recording. You're packing up to go. Damn. Ugh. Is Jay busy? Jay's probably snowed in too. Oh! Jay can't possibly be that busy. It's snowing to shit. I can't even see. Sorry, I'm trying to finish that statement without doxing where my house is. My apartment. I can't see what I usually can. Oh my god. Yeah, spam Jay for me. Because if Jay and I could come on and do React content together, that would be hot. Because I'm getting bored of lo-fi. And usually I'd be watching React content right now. Ah, these are stuck. Ugh. Sucks. When I sell out, when I fully sell out, not like now where I'm only kind of sold out, I'll do drama alert on this channel and it'll be way more interesting and everyone will hate me. I'll do combat drama alert and it'll really drive people nuts. Be much more interesting than learning and growing as a person. Why do that when you can do slop? Slop it up, baby. Alright. React to other people reacting? I wish. Oh, okay. These nylon tops are done. Let's check these out. Wow, these look like crap. Okay. Actually, they don't. They look fine. They're a little over extruded. They're a decent amount over extruded, actually. Okay. So they're a little over extruded. Do the tabs fit? So I'll just pop the thing down. pop the rate down on it, flow rate, and we'll be good for these. Oh wow, okay. That needs to be retoleranced as well. Okay, these need to be retoleranced. Because that does not fit. Okay. No worries. No worries at all. I know, I gotta get the printer feed on stream. It would be so cool. Alright. So we gotta hit a little retolerance here. Will you sign mine? Of course, Chris. 0.1. Let's go 0.2. It's probably good. Why didn't the other side copy? Wow. Alright. That should be fixed. Other than that, they feel fine. That indexing feature against the bottom kind of works. It doesn't radially index it, which is stupid. But certainly nicer than just kind of smacking it on there. That is designed to be an assembly feature to make making these easier, but I'm actually gonna remove that because it was kind of a pain to do it with the arbor, and it's not that big of a deal to do those. So I'm going to suppress that. I don't want those anymore. See, this was my fear of doing this stream, was that I'd end up like actually designing stuff on the stream, and here we are. Here we are. All right. So PA6 nylon. I'm gonna pop it down to 260. Yeah, it looks fine. It's just over extruded. 2.85. I don't. I get nervous. That's what's wrong with designing stuff on stream. I get nervous and my brain locks up. Oh, that's a problem. I still need a wall there. Because if there's not a wall there, those screws can actually be powered. So I still need at least one wall. Don't copy maximizer. Be really bad for your health, dude. It's a really bad robot to copy. Just because it would hurt. There are no straight lines on it. That's what would suck the most. Is that you'd spend more time trying to figure out how to copy it than copying it. 0.4. That is to say, don't build it. You know, you should go build a thag. Build a better thag. All right. Now that's a solid wall through there. And I want to make sure the seam is not there. So let's do that and that. Hopefully that puts the seam on the other side. Doesn't. That's alright. It's no big deal. You have plagiarizer ready to go? Let's fucking go, dude. Plagiarizer, my beloved. Are you bringing it to March or February? Okay. Ugh. All right. Back to soldering. Back to locked in solder. Lock in. The chef is in. I need a snack though. I'm kind of hungry. Oh. I have notifications on my phone as well. Why am I getting pinged? Why did I get pinged? Okay. All right. I'm gonna make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich real quick. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna start this print. If I start this print, can I actually focus on it? Floor printer. Floor printer. Okay, so I definitely walked away from that. And the the camera lens slid out because it was facing down toward the printer. Made it go really up. Okay. I think I won't get clapped if we watch I think I won't get clapped if we watch that like should I put out a trigger warning if we're gonna do what's that criminal psychology channel? Yeah, JCS. I'm pretty sure if I react to this, I won't get clapped. Because I just looked at it on my phone, and there were other streamers who reacted to it, and were fine. But also, if it gets demonetized and this part of the stream gets muted, that's okay. Because I'm getting bored with lo-fi. And I want to watch something exciting so that I can parallel play. So I'm going to be doing zoom in hands here. We're going to zoom in on Jake hands. And then we're going to do criminal psychology. So that I've got content to react to. Because I'm getting bored with lo-fi and I'm going to be soldering for a hot minute. Also, it's snowing outside and I feel like a wonderful elf. So, all right. This is, okay. I should pin a messages. Reacting to... can I pin this? Okay. All right.
911, what is the location?
Lisa Medical.
Wow. I can't. How does that look? Sorry, I'm trying to get this figured out. All right. Let's do it. This gets demonetized, it's fine.
911, what is the location of your emergency?
Can everyone hear the video we're going to watch together?
This is a police or medical.
My boyfriend is dead.
Okay, send a line for the fire department. Do not hang up.
Sorry, Rich. Just tell me exactly what happened there.
My boyfriend and I were playing last night, and I put him in his cage when we were playing. Like kind of.
What the? Oh my god. Haha. All right. I guess I put out a trigger warning. Is this bad to have on my fucking channel, dude? I guess, dude, it's got 22 million views. Are we gonna get clapped if I react to this? Let me ask Jay. I'm calling them. Hey, I'm on stream right now. Oh my gosh, this is just my lips. Would I get clapped if I watched a JCS criminal psychology video on stream? I need family-friendly content to react to. The first thing that came up during this was, yeah, this. It sounds like this woman murdered her boyfriend. I don't want to play this on stream. I guess I've watched other. Because I watched other streamers react to this content, but I don't know. I don't know if I'd get clapped for it. I got bored listening to thing. I got bored listening to lo-fi. I guess we'll watch the NHRL highlights. The NHRL just did their highlight tape. We'll freaking watch that. That is more in line with my I don't care about the VOD. No one's watching this shit. No. It's just me on stream. Unless they can hear the please don't. I have to make these cake switches. I have to get these cake switches done, and I don't want to. I want to parallel play with my people. All right. Okay. Well, bye. Thank you. No, sorry for calling you. Thank you. Bye. I love Jay, and Jay usually knows what I would and would not get clapped for. Like regarding like what is and isn't allowed, but I don't think that's a good idea. All right, we're gonna react to NHRL then.
This is the World Championship Final of the National Havoc Robot League. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The energy is palpable, and we are ready to go. My name is Kyle Kroos. With me at the desk is Sam Hansen.
Hello.
Sam, how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling so good, Kyle. The fights today have been amazing, and it's been such an icing on the cake of this entire season.
It has been absolutely absurd. You're just joining us now, but we have been at it all day. Let's look at some of the highlights from the action throughout the day today.
I legitimately have not watched this yet. Oh, hey, look.
We've got so much going down today. There was fires, there was cage damage, there was roof shots. We've had everything you would want in fighting robots, from robots getting split in half to some serious upsets. Family dynamics were put to the test. It's been awesome.
Some of the competitors that are left all make sense. It's all killers, right? But there are definitely some competitors that have been upset and are out of the tournament now. Names that you would recognize, names that you were expecting to make it all the way are gone. It has been crazy today.
30-pound weight class, quarterfinals.
Now for Joshua Reinhardt, this is a little deja vu because they met back in September where Kazalight lost to Megatron. Let's see if Megatron can make it 2-0 here.
I believe that fight, though, only half of Kazalight was present. He's still functioning as one half of a multi-bot. Oh, goodness.
Good zippy start here.
Oh, nice flames coming off that half of Kazalight.
Oh yeah,
And the other half
this sucked.
Excellent fork engagement.
This was crazy.
Now, Ricky, one of the things here is both Kazalight and Megatron, they are control bots, essentially.
Absolutely.
You know, they want to capture their opponent, push them up against the rail, and do damage really in close quarters.
Yeah, and the difference here is that Megatron can see that instantaneously do damage, almost. As soon as that pin happens, he can hit exact damage. Kazalight needs to hold the robot there and barbecue it for a length of time to really accomplish anything. So it's a very different path to victory.
There's a big weight disparity here in the box too. Megatron is very heavy, and it's got this great tread system with lots and lots of contact with the floor.
Absolutely, but man, this flame is starting to get very effective.
That looks like it might be uncontained fire there. It's not quite as directed.
That's true. Yeah, the flames are at best a suggestion when you direct them coming out of Kazaa Light.
Oh, and look at that. I think one half of Kazaa Light is
It
down.
does
I'm surprised
seem so,
Kazaa
yeah.
got
Now, this
consistently
other
under
half seems to be
Megatron.
Fairly
I mean,
reasonably well. It's winning most of these grappling.
Megatron's got
exchanges.
more
It's not
weight
even
on its
doing
forks.
anything.
A minute and 30
This
left
was the
here
one
in
time
this
where it-
fight.
Meanwhile, when
There were a couple
Megatron
times. I guess it's the
grabs robot,
gyro.
they have to push Kazaa Light anywhere at once in the arena. It's a very different back and forth.
Now, under the rules, Megatron has to knock out both halves of this this multi-bot to win a knockout, right, Ricky?
That is absolutely correct. And then if this does go to the judges, they'll be looking at, well, you know, half of the robot is already destroyed on Kazaa Light. So if Kazaa Light wants to win, they either need to do massive damage or they need to knock out Megatron. So it's an uphill battle, especially with only a minute left in the fight.
Now, this is an absolutely fresh floor here as we start the 30 pounds
Look at
bracket.
this, Luke.
Wow.
Look at this. This is a perfect barbecue. This is exactly what Kazaa Light needs to do.
45 seconds left, and Megatron is really hoping to get out of this.
Oh, there's some
See a
drive
belt.
issues on the right-hand side of Kazaa Light, but also Megatron is not moving. This could be a double knockout. Oh, but Kazaa Light, the other half is working again and barbecuing.
How did this happen? 25 seconds left.
This
Come
could
back from the
very
dead.
realistically turn into a
The fact that
Kazaa
this is
Light
what-
for Megatron.
Oh my God, one of those treads is gone.
This is as close as JMO came to losing the whole day.
Look at the
Oh my
flames
god.
they're having. This is an
I don't know if that's true, but
barbecue.
goddamn.
Wow. They taken it the full 3 minutes here as we tick down the last seconds of this match.
This is going to the judges. What inning? Look, and both halves of Kazaa Light are functioning, albeit minimally. You have two working weapons, you have two working drive systems, and you have a very on-the-ropes Megatron. What a fight!
I am gobsmacked, Ricky.
You should be. This is prime gobsmacking material.
All right. Here it is. Megatron takes it.
By a point with every single judge.
Damn.
9-8, 9-8, 9-8.
Oh my goodness. So this is because the pin at the very end was longer than 10 seconds because both of the Kazaas did not have drive. And so
Right.
therefore, the judges only count the 10 seconds of it. That's it. So by 1 point, your winner,
Dang.
Jameson Go and Megatron. This is the reigning defending world
Yeah, it was
championship
crazy.
team, Matt Borez and Emulsifier.
I thought Kazaa had it too. He just overheld that pin and didn't have drive on either robot, so I assumed that threw damage. JMO also had drive, even though he couldn't drive. Like, his drive was affected but not gone, which is a different category than drive being gone altogether. So I would assume that he fell into that damage category, which probably separated it, because that means he had partial drive, while Kazaa did not have drive at all, which puts them at the lowest like damage category, especially across four robots, or four sets of drive, two robots. Yeah, because I thought Kazaa won control the entire match. I don't understand how Kazaa was consistently getting under Megatron though. Like, it weighs twice as much and it's got spring-loaded forks, so I'm unclear on how they were able to do that. You know, you'd think it's all ground pressure, but if I had to guess, I would say it's probably the gyro. I did not say bye, Pookie. Hi, Jay. Everyone say hi to Jay. Okay.
This bot brings the full cadre. And on the other side of the box, that's right, Synthesis 30. Team Pandemonium, Corey Nason. What a gorgeous looking robot. Can he keep the belts on for this matchup? That's going to be a big decisive factor.
Now, Ricky, it's like I'm almost seeing double in the box here. You've got a really tall, aggressive-looking vert on one side of the box and a really tall, aggressive-looking vert on the other side of the box.
Yeah, but despite the shared appearances, there's so much different under the hood, so much in strategy. It's going to play out right now. Look at that, the penetration there, incredible, able to get right at it, and then hung up on the Synthesis 30 minibot.
Are those the longest forks
Oh,
so
you
far
said
this
bye,
year?
Pookie.
Certainly today. Wow, smashed right in the center of two behemoths. The Synthesis 30 minibot making a huge amount of pressure.
Synthesis going weapon to weapon. This is into the bobble emulsifier. Let's go.
This is Gladiator on Gladiator. Big metal going up against big metal. Interesting, you see some drive issues now on Emulsifier. It's barely able to move forward.
Synthesis 30 has won a couple of these exchanges.
You don't see that with Emulsifier very often.
Wow, landing on top of Synthesis 30's mini-bot.
That is a
Yeah, man, we need to keep mini-bots around. This is the high-octane mini-bot content I love.
Is down entirely, and their weapon is definitely spinning at a reduced rate.
These were some really big hits, and Synthesis 30 like came
Two
out on
massive
top
robots
on
just
most of
completely
these.
stuck.
That is shocking. That is Emulsifier's main strength, is to be able to
Yeah, I like
go
the
in,
scales
hit
he did on this
harder,
version.
and hit first.
It looks really
Wow,
cool.
Look, go back for a minute. You can see the wind from Synthesis 30's weapon just almost blowing the flame out on Emulsifier's mini-bot.
And they're hoping to meet here in the center of the box. Emulsifier wants to land one more giant hit here.
Even taking out that mini-bot, one good hit to shred it in half.
Did he back up into the house bot?
Oh, that is even less where they want to be. Wow! They are entitled to an unstick, but boy, they did not want to burn that too fast.
Oh my God!
This is a count out. Apparently that unstick had been used. That is your match, ladies and gentlemen. Synthesis 30 in honestly quite the
Why wasn't it able to tank tread itself off?
Incredible upset.
It's crazy.
Team Pandemonium celebrating cage side.
I love that.
They have been fighting so hard today. Let's listen in.
Wow, you can see these teams here coming over to congratulate. That's a massive, massive upset.
Yeah.
Synthesis 30 has had a pretty rough day running these dual belts that had a tendency to get tangled up with one another and get stripped away. And Emulsifier coming in here as
Why wasn't it able to tread
clear
itself off?
dominant favorite in the 30s, back-to-back world champions, eliminated in the round of 8. Now here in black and green, we've got the team from Brazil. This is a college team running Pegasus, facing off against the kids from Georgia Tech over there with Chonky.
Oh wow, I actually have not
Is,
seen this fight.
I'm going to say, the most effective shell spinner on the planet.
I would say so. Yes, period.
Chonky has brought us some incredible fights tonight. Not even earlier in the season. Earlier in the season, fantastic. But tonight, incredible power.
It's such a huge amount of force behind that spinner, and it's such a speed.
God, I love
You can see a
Chonky.
very smart move from Pegasus, leading with that mini
That wedge
bot
did
over.
nothing.
That
LOL.
strategy didn't last
That's
long,
crazy.
but definitely the right way to start.
Mulched.
That's
Now,
crazy.
their only option is to go weapon to weapon with Chonky, and what a prospect that is.
Now the really interesting thing about builders in Brazil is they don't have a lot of design diversity. There's a lot of egg beaters, there's a lot of drums. Very few horizontals, very, very few shell spinners.
Wow, that was a great hit from Pegasus on Chonky. That went really well for them. And a second hit went pretty well as well. If they need to rebalance themselves, Luke. Look, they're up on the rails. They went flying after the third or fourth exchange there. They need to avoid that at all costs.
They've asked for the unstick. The house bot is running. Pegasus has just
Wow.
come down from off the rail. Can they do it again? Or is this death by 1,000 cuts, Ricky?
They're going to need to play evasive for a minute just to get that weapon up to speed if they want to have a chance. And Chonky's having none of it. They're being bullied in a corner. Incredibly strategic
Jesus
and violent driving by Chonky.
Pegasus's weapon is running very
they're
slowly.
smoking now. I think they have burned. Yeah, they have burned motor controllers trying to get that weapon to spin out. I bet there was a busted bearing in there. Your winner is Chonky. They're going to go up against Synthesis third
I love
just a little bit
Chonky.
later in the night.
That is a decisive win for Georgia Tech and Chonky.
I love Chonky.
What a fight. Listen, there was a window there. I got to say, the Pegasus folks tried their best. They took the shot.
I think Pegasus was screwed as soon as it didn't have a connected wedge on the drum. I'm gonna be real. Though I don't know a connected wedge that Chonky wouldn't be able to like bend. If I was the Pegasus team, and I don't even know if they could do this, swap the side armor for a bigger connected wedge. Maybe that's cope, but I don't know another way that you can tank those shots. I mean, it's just so... The Chonky weapon is just so freaking heavy that it's like you have to be able to absorb those impacts, and you cannot do it with a weapon by going weapon on weapon with a drum like that. I mean, you just need to give yourself some sort of advantage before you go weapon on weapon with it. I mean, that's what JMO did. I don't know. Maybe a big front wedge would have yielded. Oh wait, sorry, I forgot to unmute. LOL, I'm sorry. I started yapping.
Whoever wins has to fix the dryer because the other one will be too depressed. So,
All right, let's go to the poo-poo.
Robots
Away we go. Very fast start from Clyde. Clyde has such an effective flamethrower. We said again and again, this is the OG effective flamethrower here at NHRL. They really brought it to into the public light. Right now they are getting thrown about the arena.
Ryan Boxel on Eruption here. This very aggressive egg beater vert is trying to get under Clyde, trying to pop Clyde in the air, just like...
Yeah, I mean, a solenoid would be cool, yeah, but I don't understand why, I mean, Emulsifier has treads on either side. They should never be in a position where their tread isn't, like, contacting an angled surface like that. I wonder if they just lost, like, also happened to lose both sides of drive simultaneously, because they already had one down, for whatever reason. I wonder if they just simultaneously lost both sides of drive as they were, like the other side of drive, as they were getting stuck on the wall. Because it looked like they had contact to actually like make the tread move, but I would need to look at the camera and see if it's like free spinning or not. It's just, I don't know. It wasn't like a particularly big hit or anything. Yeah, I don't know.
that. And trying to stay away from the front of the robot. It's got some pretty thick metal forks there that you just really don't want to go crashing into if you're a vert. Now there's a lot of juicy bits on Clyde.
There absolutely are, but that is some of the toughest TPU in the competition. I don't know if it's a special grade or what, but the plastic they use seems to repel hits so well.
Now Eruption is consistently getting under Clyde here. Brian Boxel, I'm sure, is very happy with his performance. 60 seconds down. He's got to stay alive for another 2 minutes here.
This is extra tough. You can see
He just never got pinned.
Clyde have been bent up. So they're not going to win those pushing matches. They are going to lose every single time, but they can stay aggressive, they can keep their flame on their opponent, and they're going to hope that that's enough to wear down Eruption.
Oh, and here we go. The first error here for Brian Box on Eruption, getting caught momentarily, but again, resetting himself, sending Clyde back into the sky.
It's such a stable robot, and the Boxels are so good at keeping it stable, even in the worst case scenario.
Now this is a fresh plywood floor here, and it's really working to Eruption's advantage. They're able to stay absolutely planted to the floor with these ground shaving forks. Wow, 60 seconds left here in this fight, and Eruption stuck up against the rail.
Now is the moment Clyde needs to strike, keep it down. No, they were unable to capitalize, and now they're a hat.
A flaming hat, Ricky! Now you can hear Brian has turned up the weapon. It's running even faster.
Yeah, but
You've
their
got to wonder
weapon,
why.
look, their weapon, I don't know if it's taking away from it, or if they're just playing safe, but their drive is not up to speed at the same caliber, it seems like, or at the very least it's intermittent. 30 seconds left in the fight, and there it is again. The drive on Eruption jammed up.
I don't like that, Ricky.
Well, I bet that Glenn Boxel likes it, or Brian Boxel likes it even less.
Are they stuck?
Oh, holy hell. I didn't realize this was that close.
But another couple of seconds.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, this will be going to the judges. Oh, but Clyde is high-centered and then smacked by Eruption.
I did not realize that fight was that close. Holy hell. I wonder what happened.
Judge's decision.
Looks like a... it looks like a... it looks like a receiver issue.
All right, let's go to our friends in the booth to call this fight.
Away we go, both robots up to speed, or I should say all three segments up to speed. Glancing blow from Silent Spring on one half of Repeater. Oh, Silent Spring on the ropes early, able to free itself fairly quickly, but that was a delayed reaction move.
Yeah, stuck up against the rail for just a little bit, which is always dicey because James Ago's not running wheels. Ricky, he's running little shuffling legs.
He is, but look, we just saw this for the second time this match. After a hit, nothing from Silent Spring. This has happened to Jameson before, where his robot has shock trauma of some kind or another. Not electrical shock, shock trauma as in big hit trauma.
Yeah.
It goes down for a minute, and when you have a multi-bot like Repeater, that's something you can really capitalize on.
And the blue side of Repeater's weapon is down. I think the belt that you see here is from the blue side of Repeater. And Jameson's just racked up a huge amount of damage points with that.
That is true, but so far, Silent Spring able to get hung up multiple times. Look at that pin. Excellent work.
You've got to wonder if it looks like one half of Silent Spring's drive is seized up. There's a bit of debris or something that got sucked in there.
Oh, and now the robot is coming to a stop.
What?
This could be it. Silent Spring knocked out early by the Repeater multi-bot. This would be another big upset.
A minute 30 left here. They're calling for the...
I like JMO's new disc a lot. I think it's cool and very nice. I like how much power my disc has. It does not have the resistance to bending. Doesn't have the durability that I'd like out of it. That being said, when I fought Farmhetta, it's bent like a 16th of an inch. Like I would still run that. Like it's a happy spare. But obviously it was, I mean, JMO's got like more of a key and just looks more resilient to bending.
The unstick, hoping something will happen here.
Yeah, this is a percussive maintenance Hail Mary that maybe, just maybe, Brad, the house bot here can make something connect again or make something unloose, let's call it. It doesn't seem to be working out.
Speaking of, nope. It is a tap out from Jameson Go. A huge, huge upset here for this team from Texas.
Repeater marching its way into the semifinals.
Oh, you blame the freaking desk. That is hilarious. That is so funny. Oh my god. That is so funny. For the record, I don't know. This was.
The left side is toast.
All right, you can see Peter Garnache here trying to sneak in a little free commercial message to go and buy parts from his robot store.
12-pound weight class, quarterfinals.
Guys, let's meet our next 12-pound competitors, starting with Efispina. All right, it's got dual egg beater drums, a solid midi bot with a great driver, and it's up against Slam Plan. Brendan Steele, the business cat himself. He is here to destroy the competitors. Look at that blade. This bot is absolutely dominant in this weight class, and it is designed to take out bots just like Alex Richmond's Amphispina. Look at this crowd going absolutely nuts.
Away we go. Interesting that they're running that armor package despite an opponent where it will make no difference. But you know, it looks
Yeah, why did he run the force?
Yeah, I think that they want to try and maybe get under those
weird.
wheels, try and tip Slam Plant up to its side.
that has been a winning strategy
Just like
so
that,
far.
Ricky. Wow.
Oh, rip.
Drive
Oh, you got
struggling
the
on
belt.
left side of Amphispina now. That was quick. Slam Plan has been so effective. You can see the belt is laying on the floor.
Now, Slam Plan is designed to kill verts, and this is 2 verts in 1, Ricky.
Yeah, it's
I wonder why he ran those forks.
Play a 2 times attack bonus kind of deal.
Maybe it helps with gyro.
One of your weapons goes down, you still got half of a weapon, which is pretty good.
Yeah, which is exactly what's happened here. You have, oh no, I see that. Well, at least
It
one is
looks like-
struggling.
It looks like one of those weapons is just spinning from kinetic energy.
Tap
Wow.
Interesting. Tap out. That is an early tap out.
Yeah, I'm really glad he's not signed up for February, dude.
Run by David Small, and Minor Fit 5 run by
Scary as hell.
Look at this. Minor Threat fight. Very careful, winning the first exchange.
Yeah, Jung versus a vert here. It's really going to come down to how much kinetic energy you have in that weapon.
Yeah, the bite and the reach is another factor, but you're right. The power of the hits, both of these robots are going to go flying. It's just who's going to go flying farther. Now, Son of Cram has been showing, it's been sweating a little today. It's shown some damage. Minor Threat 5, such a classic design. Lucas is able to get this robot up to power and repaired so quickly. So it's pretty likely that he's going to be coming in firing on all cylinders.
You can see some of these forks starting to get caved in on Minor Threat 5. And sitting there askew.
They are, however, doing the job up against the drum on the front of Son of Cram.
Oh, half of the forks are gone on Minor Threat 5.
And that is, to an extent, what you want. The worst case scenario is those forks are bent up and stuck in place.
Right.
You want them to cleave off. They've done their job. Move on to the next fork.
Right, yeah. He still has 2 forks left here. Son of Cram's driving looks a little bit hobbled.
Yes, the right-hand side on Son of Cram is struggling. This is what we saw earlier. Minor Threat 5 taking full advantage. If it can manage to land a couple of hits on the left side of Son of Cram, that may be all she wrote.
Luke Grell successfully corralling Son of Cram into the corner. Really looks like they're in full control here.
A very near miss. You can see Lucas is really dialing back. He's playing this safe, waiting for his shot.
He's lost all of his forks here, Ricky.
Yeah, he has to play it safe. Anymore, if he misjudges, he could end up with quite a bit of damage himself.
All right, point 2. Too much leeway. So let's go back here. Let's go point 1. But otherwise, I don't know if we can see that. Feels pretty good. So let's see how this one feels. See, because those are not, I want these to be snug just for install reasons, because it's much easier to install when those are held in place. Just especially when you're doing a bunch. Because if that gets messed up, then it's not what I want. All right, well, we got a switch made. Okay. See how it feels. Like the way it looks. Some print artifacts. Think it was a bit under extruded. Think we overshot. But I can't short this against those. Yeah, because this is, it's a little wobbly in there, so I gotta adjust that tolerance. But I can't pull it out, which is a good thing. And then this is not shorting, but if we do that and that, and power key. Feels tighter. It's coming on at a pretty consistent position, which is the main thing that I look for. Okay, I always want it to, that contact's working its way back and forth though, which doesn't feel good. But even with that contact being a little loose, feels good. Like it's not, like even with that contact being loose, I can't. Which means my tolerances are good. Like there's enough tolerances for it to work its way around. And like it's not shorted out to the bottom or anything. about to be a really loud noise. It's not bad. I'm happy with that. Ended up being able to crack it after a couple hits, but it didn't kill it. Just kind of cracked it. This one's not boiled though. I assume Copier should be, or PA6 should be. Because I was able to crack it. So I'll end up boiling them. But obviously I hit it with a hammer really hard, so I'm happy with that performance. And everything still works on it. Tabs got bent down. When I was smacking it. Shit. Ugh. Yeah, I gotta make these press fit because otherwise they're too much of a pain. Yeah, wow. I haven't had this issue yet, so I didn't know how big of a pain it would be if they weren't snug. Turns out it's a really big pain. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it is a really big pain. finally got that one sealed up. Holy hell. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm happy with those except for that one that shattered. I know I hit it with a hammer max force like 4 times. So I definitely need to boil those. But we should be good. I definitely need to make those press fit though, because if they're not press fit, they are a pain in the ass. So oh, okay. I am going to export that, and then we will get 2 more printing, and then because I want to run those out tonight, so that I can boil them tomorrow. Also, I increased the flow rate. .85 times 1.07. I popped it up to 92. Why the hell did it do that? Okay, weird. All right. All right, back at it. Let's do it. All right, I gotta keep soldering.
Yeah, what you don't want to see is when you're
This is the last batch I have to solder,
kill your weapon or your
but I just wanted to get one assembled
Miner's threat thrown
and
Son of
tested,
Fran into the arena wall.
and I'm happy with how it did.
Wow. But David Small unable to get out of this corner. Let's see if the save is going to be successful. Oh.
Okay.
I was going to say, let's see if it's even allowed.
He's asking for the unstick.
Minor threat going in to make it. Oh! Pushed out of the way. That is a risk you run if you try and mess with a robot. Oh, look! Minor threat's having none of it.
Now,
Says, I'll show you, Flo.
if you attack the house spot's able to defend itself here, Ricky.
Yeah, now it may well decide that it wants to focus on freeing Son of Cram. It appears to be doing that now, but it's anybody's guess. These are wild animals. These are not domesticated house robots.
As we enter the last 10 seconds of this fight, I think that this was a decisive win for Luke, Grell, and Minor Threat. 5.
Yeah. Oh, and some smoke starting to pour out in the last seconds from Son of Graham.
Not a great look as we send it to the judges.
We've got a judge's decision, Kyle.
All right, let's look.
And here it is, a Minor Threat 5 unanimous decision. No surprise.
No surprise, big wide margin. Son of Cram going back to the West Coast tonight. Not a surprise at all. David Small, phenomenal character, phenomenal competitor.
30-pound weight class, semifinals.
Super long forks here from Waddles and Team WPI, Ricky.
3.
Yeah, it's an interesting strategy.
Fight.
I think what's going to happen is they're going to try to get Megatron hooked up on the tips of those forks and then run them hard into the wall for maximum feeds and speeds on that weapon. Oh, look at Megatron. It's running. Yeah, it's running. Look at the armor it's running. You can't quite see it, but TPU flexible armor, and that is doing a great job propelling the forks on Waddles. Oh, a big hit on the top of Waddles. It's only going to take a couple of those before it's done.
That is really what Megatron wants to do. Get around to the side, push Waddles up against the rail, and really avoid that huge vert here.
You can see one of the hand lifters already off of Waddles' mini-bot. Not a good place to be.
Now these super long forks on Waddles are acting like keep-away sticks, really just preventing Megatron from landing a huge hit. Oh, no.
That squishy underbelly has been exposed, Luke.
Let's see a big hit here.
Woo! Okay, it has righted itself, but this is just where Megatron wants Waddles. Oh, that is a huge, and the weapon belt is gone. At least one weapon belt.
Precision here from Megatron,
That is
sniping that belt.
probably going to be it for the weapon on Waddles. In the meantime, Jameson's going to attack the mini-bot, tearing it to pieces.
You can see him driving backwards into the mini-bot. He's effectively a vert there.
There it is again, another massive hit. The weapon is down at Waddles. They have tapped. Your winner going to the finals is going to be Jameson Go.
God, I love JMO.
My goodness.
Thank you for killing it.
All right, Sit 30 from Corey Nason out of North Providence, Rhode Island. It's a vertical spinner with a 7-inch reach and a 9-pound weapon weight. Versus Chonkiv from Daniel Vale of Atlanta, Georgia. It's a shell spinner with 1.5 inches of reach, but a whopping 24 pounds in the 30-pound class. This fight is ready to go. Let's head over to the booth with Ricky and Luke.
Fight. Robots fight.
Go.
Wow,
Chonkiv just dismissing the robot entirely.
Jeez.
This thing very controlled, doing a good job. Oh, and a fire has broken out on Synthesis 30.
Wow, you can see that fire on one half of
And
Synthesis
that
30.
is gonna be it. That drive system is down. The weapon is still going. Chonkiv taking no chances, delivering an extra blow there. But
I forgot how fast this fight was.
30.
Just
What a
over.
decisive win. Less than 30 seconds into the
Crazy,
match.
dude. So much power.
What an incredibly powerful robot.
Incredible.
Look at the gouges in the front of that AR front plating.
Now Synthesis 30 has called for the unstick. Their weapon is going. You can see smoke coming out of both sides of the robot now. Wow.
There is not much to speak of here.
That robot is dead here, Ricky.
Yeah, there is nothing but
Now
a
this-
sad, lifeless husk left of Synthesis 30 and the proud victor.
Now this sets up a really interesting matchup with Chonky and Megatron. Jameson Go went to Georgia Tech for his undergrad, and these are current Georgia Tech students. So you're an alumnus fighting, his former team.
Eruption from Bayern Boxel of Marlborough, Massachusetts. It's a beater bar with an amazing 40-18 record. Driver for Mako is Julian Papazian, and they're from Old Lyme, Connecticut. He's rocking the overhead saw with an 11-0 record in KOs. But head-to-head, it's all Mako.
Fight, robots, fight.
There we go. They're going to put that saw blade to use any moment here. Ooh, the mini-bot doing an excellent job.
Now Brian has the benefits of fighting Mako once before, and really just hoping not to make the same mistakes again. This is a really tough robot to plan for in the box. You have to prevent yourself from getting stuck.
So far, I think Eruption's strategy has been fantastic. They're going to, oh, there it is. There's that first slice.
Wow.
Second slice right through the top plate.
He's going for the belt there, Ricky.
A very bold move to go weapon to weapon on the last exchange.
You can hear Eruption's weapon is still running. And really the mini-bot on Mako is doing great work here.
It absolutely is. Now the weapon on Mako is not spinning right now, but I wouldn't be surprised. Yes, they are keeping it in reserve. They want that extra mobility. If you run the weapon, it's harder to drive. If you don't, you can pin your opponent and then spin up and strike them. Look at the teamwork between the components.
Can't believe he got out of that.
Mako and its mini-bot doing a great job taking turns and corralling Eruption. Look at this. Perfect strategy. Is Mako... Yes, they're going to hold that pin. They're going to get the control points.
Yeah, the Papazians are so smart. They knew not to throw that weapon with abandon. Instead, getting a good 10-second pin there.
Yeah, now this is still anybody's game. Both robots taking and ceding the advantage back and forth.
There's still a lot of time for Julian Papazian to land another big hit.
That was an impressive hit, throwing the robot over the house bot.
Did I start the sprint? No, LOL, I forgot. Okay. Sorry.
Wow, but Brian Box is successfully getting under Mako, popping it in the air.
Yeah, the amount of hits that Eruption is winning is definitely outnumbering Mako, but Mako is having bigger and more convincing exchanges where it controls the match, like this. Wow. That is a long, look at that!
Jeez.
Look at that! He could go right through that upright.
Oh, jeez.
40 seconds left here in this fight.
And that Eruption is not moving. It is struggling.
Wow.
The Papazians need to strike. No, they did not take full advantage of it. That was a mistake, Luke.
Wow, 20 seconds left here in this fight.
This is more than likely going to go to the judges. They're not going to get another chance at that, and that could have been the moment that sealed the fate of Mako. Only the judges can tell. Both robots battling it out, but that was such a moment, Luke.
This was a driving match from the best. Wow! Brian Boxel very happy with his performance.
Oh, the Papazians not looking as pleased. I think they did an excellent job, but they are not feeling confident leading this fight.
Judge's decision coming up on your screen right now. Your winner, Eruption.
A unanimous decision.
That means in the 3-pound final for the World Championship is going to be Eruption and Brian Boxel. He's in contention for his first ever Golden Brett.
All right, repeater from Ryan Liu From Plano, Texas, it's a two-part multi-bot with Peter Bars. Their record is 10-2. And Knuckle Sandwich from Peter Garnache from Greenville, Texas. Also a beater Bart, only one of them though. Their record is 13-1, and head-to-head from Peter has it by forfeit. Which means pretty much nothing, Kyle.
Yeah, they've never fought. Not really. It was a strategic forfeit. We all remember.
Now, really, this is Peter versus Peter in some ways. There's a lot of components from repeat robotics in both sides of this cage. And both, oh my gosh. Has he paired the transmitter?
He sure has. Luke, one
How?
controller and impressively well. Look at how he's able to line those two robots up in the corner.
Wow.
Now, I wouldn't be surprised if...
Are they going to just immediately go crashing into one another, Ricky?
It sure looks like it, but no, they don't have to. He can...
5.
Well, actually, they may well. We'll find out in a moment.
2.
And has Peter paired his transmitter as well? So they... How many drivers are here in the box?
Oh, yes, you are quite right. Knuckle Sandwich has paired both of their controllers together, so every time one half goes forward, the other half goes forward. Every time one goes left, the other goes left.
You've got a little bit of chaos here in the box. You've got to love that. Here are these cowboy hats just...
This is the kind of zany hijinks I love, Luke.
Yeah.
People always talk about doing this. You never see them do this, let alone in the December 3-pound semifinals.
I love it. They are having a great time here in the box.
Listen, we don't want robots to do a strategic forfeit at this point in the competition. But if you want to have a little bit of fun with it, because let's be honest, they're both going to walk away feeling like they won this fight.
Yeah.
And they're both, one of them is going to walk away with a place in the finals.
There's a Texan that is advancing here.
Right.
Yeah.
This is the kind of spirit we love to see. And it's so, like, it's a synchronized dancing kind of vibe.
Yeah. I guess if your dancers were impaired, maybe?
I mean, that's the best way. I don't really watch a lot of synchronized dancing.
Sure.
But I try to make sure all the dancers are impaired because I find it more entertaining.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Ricky. What is that? What are you talking about, dude?
90 seconds left here in this fight.
Can't say that.
And I love it.
Yeah. My preferred way to do that is just lack of sleep.
I feel like
that's a big spin up for just a moment. I think it's Knuckle Sandwich getting high centered on a cowboy hat.
Wow. That would be a awful way to go out. You've brought your
What's up,
own,
Luke?
You've brought your own trash into the box, asking for the unstick.
Unstick has been asked for, but the cowboy hat's now dislodged, so it's all gravy.
60 seconds left.
I'm told that everything in Texas is all gravy, at least by weight, 99.9% gravy or more.
Yeah, that's right. I've also heard everything's bigger in Texas except these hats. They're tiny, Ricky.
Oh, they're even bigger. They're normal size back in Texas.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Knockout.
Because they're big.
Oh, my God, it's been a knockout. I think that your winner here is Ryan Liu and Repeater advancing to the final match of the night and facing off against Eruption.
What a lovely bit of light-hearted fun.
All right, we've got Maximizer from Jake Kaufman,
Oh, Rhett.
Kentucky. It's a rear horizontal spinner, and it's ranked number 1. Slam
Damn.
from Brendan Steele
Was.
Cleveland, Ohio is a big
Was
wheel
ranked number
third,
1.
ranked number 8.
The hell happened?
Defeated.
Fight. Robots fight.
Oh, look.
Go. Oh.
Forward is backward, backward and forward.
Slam plan taking full advantage.
Dumb.
Right off the bat.
You can see that Maximizer started in the overhead spinner configuration. It looks like the weapon is kind of an odd shape.
I got so close. I got so close to doing the thing. Doing the funny.
That weapon is set up for deep penetration into the...
Yo!
It should be able to do it, right? You have a long, spindly weapon. Oh, look at a belt is taken off. I believe that is the weapon belt on Maximizer. It is.
You can see Business Cat there celebrating.
Now look at the, now you can really see the shape they were going for on Maximizer with that weapon. That was meant to poke into those wheels, maybe start chopping out its spokes. It is not going to work out like that for them today.
2 minutes left here in this fight. 2 minutes, remaining perhaps for the season for Maximizer and Jake Hoffman. Really just one of the best builders here in this weight class, coming into the competition in the #1 seed for a reason.
Thanks, Dad.
There you go. I mean, look, the big wheel robot meta has been around for a long time. Brendan Steele has been coming in and optimizing the ever-loving hell out of him.
Yeah.
I can't think of a more min-maxed robot here. You've got a robot with barely tape as armor in some areas because he's just deemed it less important than going full violence all the time. And it is paying off for him today.
Big wheeled verts have a tendency to do very well at NHRL, especially at the championship. I have seen my share of big wheeled verts there at the end of the night. Their teams hoisting the golden Brett above their heads. And look at this. Looks like the power is out on Maximizer.
No, it is just high-centered. It does
not.
get it unstick.
I don't get killed.
I don't know that it's going to be enough.
I don't get killed.
What it's high-centered on is a bit of the undercarriage, something along those lines.
I see those wheels going. Yep.
Oh, there it is. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Look at the damage there on the corner that's causing the high centering. Oh, and that's going to be it for Maximizer. They have used their unstick. They are now stuck in the corner with no chance of recovery.
He tapped. He hit the cage. I won. Wait, he hit the cage. I won. Not Coke. He tapped.
You are going to have Slam Plan a
I had him on the ropes.
earned spot. We're going to find out.
No, I'm glad he won. I'm glad he won because
Just a little bit later.
of reasons.
We've got Minor Threat 5 from Luke Grell out of
Glad he won that fight.
Minnesota. It's a vertical spinner with
The alternative would have been worse.
11-2 KO record and a 4-7 judges decision record. Full court from Coleman Christie out of Long Beach, California. It's a full body lifter with a 2 and
Why didn't my quarterfinal fight make it in here? That's weird. I included the quarterfinal fights for some of the robots, but not others.
Fight, robots, fight.
My quarterfinals fight was dope.
Oh, wow. Drumderchild immediately getting under one of those drive pods. Not great.
Ooh, excellent work by, wow, yes, Supreme Ruler and Minor Threat 5 doing a wonderful job of controlling full court. This is not something you usually see. The question is, can they keep it up? It's going to be difficult. They're going to have to teamwork.
But you can see Minor Threat 5 getting around to the back.
Yes,
landing a good hit.
Look at the pieces missing from the middle. Wouldn't it be something to see that robot split down the middle before the end of this fight?
Yeah, but it could keep driving there. Ricky?
Sure it could, but, you know, now there's two of them.
It would be delightful, though, yeah. 2 minutes and 15 left here in this fight.
As I keep finding myself saying during this event, more robots, more better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, this is a good pin here, but Luke Grell has escaped the pin. Oh, going back into another.
Torched. Oh, look, there's an exposed lipo. They're going to light up that battery.
Wow.
Oh, boy. Yeah, see, this is what full court wants to do.
Dude, Luke, I'll show you pictures. It wasn't the weapon that came off. It wasn't the weapon that came off. He hit the entire 90-degree gearbox. He did not. The belt was still in one piece. He hit the bolt that holds the bevel gear together, and that's what did it. It's insane. I don't know how he made it in there with the weapon spinning, because I put it in a position where it should have been covered by the weapon. I still have not done kind of a post-mortem on that. We're done with all the copper. Wow. Ooh. Ooh. Look at all that copper. Alright. So at this stage, I can take this copper and I can start putting it in the housings. So I've got 50 housings over here. So I'm just gonna start running through that and just getting that process done. Zoom out.
If it's just minor threat 5's larger piece going up against full court, that's going to be the end of them. They cannot win in a head-to-head fight.
Sounded like they
just
got
doesn't.
locked up there. No. Extricating himself. Minor threat 5 now on his head. Oh, this is exactly where Coleman wants him to be.
Yeah, because now it is easy enough for full court to bully around the flamethrower minor threat 5. They can't help each other if one half is in trouble. It just doesn't work out. Now, minor threat 5 having trouble getting that flamethrower to do anything on full court during the pin.
Yeah.
This is a series of, I won't call them strategic errors, because it may well be that they're trying to do this, but they are not executing the plan that they need to be executing.
Yeah. I think that perhaps the Supreme Ruler here, the mini-bot on Minor Threat 5, is trying to land these double pins to show that they're also landing pins. But in the eyes of the judges, really, it's not quite as impressive when you just come up behind a robot that's actively pinning and then you also pin.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a trouble. I will say this, full court not like taking a far and away lead right now.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that Minor Threat 5 is not capitalizing, full court isn't able to do so either. Both of the robots are keeping each other kind of out of striking distance. Wow, we got caught up there. We went right towards the end. That snuck up on me. That is going to go to the judges, and it's going to be a difficult one.
All right.
Here it is.
The judge's decision is in. It's going to show up on your screen here in just a second, and your winner is... Whoa! Minor Threat 5!
Oh, sorry.
Whoa. Wow, very close decision. Minor Threat 5, the supreme ruler of it all. So that means Minor Threat 5 having to go up against the undefeated Slam Plan. Let's meet our competitors for this third.
What about Creature? What about my boy
gentlemen.
Creature, though? What about Creature?
Is Jameson Go and Megatron.
What about my boy Creature?
Look at that beautiful machine motor overhead. Cannot wait for this matchup. He's got the wedge. He's got the bot. And he will be fighting. From the Robo Dragons of Georgia.
Gatorade.
And here they are. To the chants of the crowd.
Daniel Vale is probably the best shell spinner driver in the game today.
We've got Megatron from Jameson Go out of Cambridge, Massachusetts. It's a hammer saw and it's ranked #1. It's got 2 KOs in the head-to-heads. Daniel Vale out of Atlanta, Georgia, a shell spinner, ranked 9, and 1 of head-to-head win. KO.
Fight. Robots fight.
Good fast start here from Megatron.
So far, Megatron able to shrug off some of these hits. He's so careful in his driving. He cannot rush into this.
Now this was a fight that Chunky had anticipated earlier in the day. I saw it yesterday. This is a special specific.
There it is. That's the moment Jameson needs to jump on, and he does. He needs to stay, keep the pressure going, and he's trying.
Really what you need to do is slow down the shell somehow, smash it up against the house spot or against the rail, and then come in and try and get it onto its head. Here we go.
He's going to control this. He's going to go to the top. He does.
Now, if he could cleave through that self-riding bar, that would make this job a whole lot easier.
It absolutely would. Now, Luke, he's got to stay on top of this. Megatron is already showing probably 75% compromise on his front plow. That does not have a lot of hits left.
Looks like a big tiger claw just right across the front of the plow on Megatron.
Now, we saw a little smoke earlier. It may be that that's the weapon on Chonkiv. It doesn't seem to be spinning up. It could be that Jameson's just keeping them on the ropes. We don't know yet.
Yeah, that shell is not spinning up on Chonky.
That said, that whole shell is a tank. It is armored the full way around. Even with 100 hits, it's going to be hard for Megatron to really get a lot of penetration here.
A minute 20 left here before we
Hey,
crown
yo,
the Golden
Ricky.
Brett winner here in the 30s. Jameson Go would love to add a second Golden Brett to his trophy case here for Megatron.
I see a little bit of smoke coming out of the top of Chonkiv. There's a chance that they could work their way off, spin a bit, use that to kickstart their weapon. We've seen that a few times from big shell spinners, but the more smoke you see, the less chance of that happening.
This is the most damage that we've seen Chonky take in the competition here today. You can see that self-riding arm starting to get caved in. Match here's pause.
Yeah, they are hooked together. They can't free from one another, so our cage staff is going to do that for us. At least, well, first we're going to try to have the house bot do it for us. If that doesn't work, then it's going to be up to the cage staff.
Yeah, it looks like maybe Megatron's plow hooked part of that shell here.
Yeah, it does appear that way. I have to wonder if the front plow was redesigned or at least chosen from a selection of front plows with the intention of hooking up underneath of Chonky. I don't know.
Now these two robots last met in April. I will tell you, Jameson Go went home to Massachusetts and thought about this fight and this configuration for the last 6-7 months.
Yeah, he didn't sleep, didn't eat. Nothing but thinking about this fight. That's a mild exaggeration, but with Jameson, probably not that mild.
Yeah.
They're gonna be back in stock.
Oof, you can see that is a heavy
I'm working on them.
Successfully
Trust.
de-injured.
I'm working on them.
We're gonna move them apart just a little bit.
They'll
just
be
to
back in
show
stock.
they are,
Just order.
absolutely and
They'll
unquestionably
ship them on whenever the post office is open again. I don't know.
What happens when we
Post office has been closed for a week.
Is Megatron going to immediately scoop up Chonky and push it up against the rail again? Maybe land a couple more big hits on the top.
If they want to have a chance, we're gonna need to see Chonkiv like just try to spin up. It needs
Bring
to
out the
happen.
lobster.
If it doesn't, then this is 100% Megatron's game to take a miracle.
Alright, that shell has not come back yet on Chonky.
That's a lot of movement, but
Yeah, I don't know. If Chonky doesn't lose the weapon, I kind of see them winning
see
this.
it spinning.
I mean, like, not by JD, but
we are not seeing any of that.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe by
exactly.
probably by JD, but
Connection with Megatron.
I don't see them winning,
bumping up
losing
against the
this
rail.
if
You would see it spinning freely.
Yeah, you can. Granted, remember you. Oh,
they don't.
This is
you know.
interesting. Remember, if the two get entangled again, or rather, if Megatron can't do its pin a second time, that could be a problem for Megatron. It's gonna try awfully hard. It does. It succeeds. But yeah, that could. We're coming down to the last 10 seconds here. This is going to go to a judge's decision, but that was a pretty dominant performance from Jameson Go and Megatron.
I think that Megatron will be going home tonight with a second Golden Brett. Winning the Golden Brett in 2021, very likely winning the Golden Brett here in 2022. Jameson Go showing that this unconventional design has legs in 2024, taking it the distance.
All right, guys, we have an official decision showing up right here at the bottom of your screen. Let's check it out.
Here it is. Your winner, Jameson Go and Megatron.
Daniel Bale and his team should hold their heads high. That was a beautiful showing throughout the season from them. But let's toss it to Chris right now.
Hey guys, congratulations to Chonky. I mean, you had a great showing today. J-Mo, congratulations, your 30-pound winner here at the NHRO Championships. What's going through your mind right now?
Many things. First thing I want to say,
Many things.
I'm really happy to see Chonky and the Robo Jackets here in the finals. I'm a Georgia Tech alum myself, and to see what the organization, what the club has done, this is an incredible piece of engineering. I'm really happy to see them here, to go against them. The second thing that's going through my mind, I had so much help today from parents. My parents are here, and without them, we couldn't have gotten the Megatrons ready for any of the fights. We had some really tough repairs we had to do earlier in the day, and this is just the culmination of everyone working really hard. Oh, there's Alina as well. There's so many names. Because of all those people working hard,
When
we were able to get
apricot.
this far. So I'm incredibly happy and thankful.
Now, Chonky, the Emulsifier, some of these other huge hitters, we're seeing like a surge in the 30-pound division where the competition is getting so intense. What makes Megatron the best?
Consistently looking for opportunities to improve. Megatron was kind of the king of the 30-pound scene in NHL, and when it first started with 30s, Emulsifier stepped up its game and was a total beast for the next 2 years, and then that inspired me. Those defeats inspired me to do some major innovations on Megatron, and now I think it's back on the top, maybe.
All right, JMO.
Maybe. I love you, JMO.
Brian Boxel of Eruption is from Marlborough, Massachusetts, and he's rocking a big old beater bar on Eruption, a 55-26 record, and his debut was in 2020 on July. Repeater from Ryan Liu out of Plano, Texas is a two-part robot, and it's got 2 beater bars. Their record is 11-2, and they debuted this year in January.
Wow.
Fight.
Away we
Robots
go.
fight.
Quick start from Repeater. Eruption having none of it.
Repeater is really about replicating drive style and duplicating it by 2.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, it is 2 small eruptions.
Yeah.
This is one larger eruption.
Yeah. And it's really tough for you to reset yourself because there is one half of Repeater coming in to smack you in the face as soon as you get back onto your feet here.
It is such a skill to reset yourself just against one robot. When you have 2 opponents, it gets monumentally more difficult.
Now, it looks like Eruption might be picking one opponent at a time. Oh,
Look
wow.
at the carbon fiber on the underside of Eruption. It is torn to pieces. The robot is not moving.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to... Oh, let's see the pause.
Woo-wee!
Gotta
I
have
wonder
myself.
why that...
We're almost toward the end of the VOD, too. Wow. Perfect fucking timing. So, I gotta print bodies. I'm all out of copper for today. But this determines how many bodies I print. For hopefully overnight. And then I can boil those tomorrow morning. And then I'm still waiting on screws for the top. But I will have those Monday, ideally. I can ship out on Monday. Woo! Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at those. Assembling these, the M4 is so much nicer than the M3. Wow. I was consistently, when I was making a bunch of them, like I would say like 1 in 5 I was scrapping because the T-nut would strip out as I was installing it. And that was just like a bit of a check step. Like, cause I put it in with a drill, which, you know, you're not supposed to turn on and off your switch with a drill. But that was aggressive enough on the threads that it was like a little bit of a check. Seemed to be fine. But these are, not only is it smoother, like turning on and off, like you know when it's in position, because it wants to glide better, but it's also way easier to build, because I built all of these and I didn't strip a single nut, which is like crazy. Okay, I have to count these because I don't know how many I just made. I was not counting. All right, we're gonna finish this VOD out and then I have to go eat dinner because I'm starving. Okay.
Why that pause happened here?
I'm very curious myself.
You can see Brian here throwing up his hands.
Oh, I see. We have a potential arena issue? It looks as though one of the kick plates has been kicked up out of position. That's not exactly a safety hazard, but I can see why the cage managers might have been a bit concerned. Let me jump in and see what's going on. A nick on the plexi. Got it. It looks to, yeah. It looks like it is all clear.
Yeah, that inner sacrificial layer, it is designed to absorb impacts, and
part of the way it does that is getting shredded to pieces. Now, if the pieces are big enough, the match stops. We need to replace the glass before another fight can happen. It goes to a judge's decision. But especially in a 3-pound cage, it's a fairly generously sized hole, as long as we're not worried about a robot jumping through. Anyway, we're back in the action.
Robots fight.
Now, right before we paused, we were seeing the carbon fiber getting peeled up on the bottom plate of Eruption. Looks like Eruption might be
32. 32!
Wall plate, or the kick plate there.
Wow.
Now both free to run around. We're getting no movement out of Eruption. I think this is going to be the knockout that I started to call earlier, assuming that Repeater doesn't kill each other.
Wow.
No, this is going to be it.
Is the power out on Eruption? You can see Brian.
It was out, Luke.
Wow.
That's why you don't get greedy. That said, this is that robot is running on fumes. Hopes and dreams and spite of the devil is all that's keeping Eruption in the game. The countout has started.
Yeah.
And now it's spinning again.
The count.
It's not going to be enough. This fight by knockout, and your winner in the 2024 3-pound NHRL Championships, to great and deep emotion, Repeater.
Peter Garnache, Ryan Liu, bringing the Golden Brett to Texas. An incredible testament to the toughness of these robots, the skill of their drivers, frankly, the quality of the components inside of Repeater.
Yeah, I mean, talk about an incredible advertisement for your own products. Those are tanks of robots that deal a heck of a punch.
I'm here next to Ryan Liu. You didn't come all the way out from Texas for nothing. What's going through your mind right now?
I don't know if this is real quite yet. Where am I?
An absolute slugfest with Brian Boxel and Eruption.
I
One of the
love
best
Brian.
iterations of that bot we have ever seen. it looks like you're still in pretty good shape. How did you manage to pull that off?
Just incredible teamwork. I have the best wingman I think I could possibly ask for. When we went with this robot, I knew we could use our teamwork to collectively work better than the other robots in this weight class, and I think even though we weigh less collectively, Peter and I...
Why is Brian in the background of this shot? They did him so wrong with this shot, man. Why did he stand there? It's so sad. Oh, man. Oh, that feels so bad. Jeez. Why did they make him stand back there? I guess they didn't make him. I guess he just did that. It looks so sad. Oh, jeez. Oh, you can only see my hands right now. Why did they make him do that? Why did Chris Moran do this?
You're a very desirable wingman. We've seen lots of Peter here sitting in his chair, calm, collected, and able to help control a match. Tell me a little bit about this role of a wingman.
I mean, I don't know. I've been driving robots for a long time, and I have so many incredible friends in this sport that invited me out to help them with their robots. To be able to drive in the box with so many other talented people today has been amazing. I mean, I've driven against so many of my idols in the sport in the 30-pound box and the 3-pound box, and to come away on top, it just feels unreal, you know?
Ryan, Peter, congratulations. Incredible victory. 2024 3-pound champs, let's go. Only one more thing for me to do. Hold it high.
Slam plan from Brendan Steele out of Cleveland, Ohio. It's a big wheel vert with a 6-inch weapon reach. They've had one head-to-head win so far last month. Minor Threat 5, Luke Burrell from Duluth, Minnesota is rocking a vertical spinner with a 3-inch reach and has never defeated Slam Plan.
Anything could...
That was so dirty. Why did he say that?
Fight, robots, fight.
There we go.
Wow, great mobility here from Brendan Steele and Slam Plan.
Look at the hooks that have been added to Supreme Ruler. Those are going to try to hook into the wheels of Slam Plan and make it a sitting duck for the weapon of Minor Threat 5.
Whoa, a
Wow,
huge hit.
Huge roofing, hitting the body there on Supreme Ruler, ripping off one of those forks.
That robot has been completely torn apart. There is nothing functional left on Supreme Ruler, Minor Threat 5's mini-bot. And it appears that the weapon is down on Minor Threat 5. Oh, this is interesting. Look,
wow,
it has ingested a bit of tire. This was a storyline early, and it's gone. It's been freed, and Minor Threat 5 is kicking again.
Wow.
This was an issue earlier. We deemed that the wheels on Slam Plan constituted entanglement risks, and so they had to make those pieces of tire smaller to make them less likely to entangle. It still happened.
Wow, that's incredible. Entanglement in two fights.
3 fights now.
Wow, look, and the bicycle tire is being stripped away by Minor Threat 5.
And meanwhile, the Tegris on the top of Minor Threat 5 being peeled up. This is incredible. Both robots taking on considerable damage. You've got a hole now in the wheel of Slam Plan. This is far more competitive than most people would have guessed, given the tight matchup.
Looks like that's a belt potentially off of Minor Threat 5.
Yeah, that is a drive side belt off Minor Threat 5. They can do without it, but it's think of it as losing an extra life, Luke.
Yeah.
The wheel is getting chewed up on the side of Slam Plan. This is a dinosaur of a robot in Minor Threat 5 going up against what you might call the new hotness and really just holding its own.
Minor Threat 5 is doing great in this fight, caving in this wheel on Slam Plan.
Oh, the weapon has stopped now on Minor Threat 5. Maybe we can get a closer look and see why, or, you know, maybe it's too close and too hard to tell. Oh, I think think that weapon is loose. It may have blown a bearing, it may have blown the belt, it may have blown both.
30 seconds left here in this fight.
This was very back and forth.
Yeah, dude, Tiregate. Tiregate's real.
With a working weapon, even with a wonky wheel or two, this is SlamPlan's fight to win.
But it looks like both of these robots are going to take it the full 3 minutes. This one will be going to the judges. An incredibly destructive fight here, worthy of the finals.
Has fallen out of the front of Minor Threat 5.
Wow.
I don't think Minor Threat would have
Decisive
won
showing
this
of
fight,
damage
but
here right at the end as we
Tiregate's
take
still
it to
real.
the judges.
I don't know.
What a fight.
I know Business Cat's probably gonna do something about it.
Did an incredible job.
I think he did everything that he should have done during the day, but yeah, Tiregate.
Shows you everything you need to know.
He definitely did everything he was asked to do.
There's no mystery.
Like Norwalk asked him to do things and he did all of it. So.
Champion Business Cat.
I mean, it's happened how many times today and no one said every hurt fight it got stuck in there. Exactly.
Our judge's
Yikes.
decision is in, ladies and gentlemen.
I did not realize
Let's
that
get
was
the
on.
official results.
That's crazy.
Here it is.
Okay.
Taking it in a unanimous decision.
No, I'm glad SlamPlan won. It's about that. Should have won that fight.
Proud of Brendan and his team.
A quick appearance in October, undefeated. You came here today only taking one loss. Tell me, Brendan, what was the plan?
I think the plan might have been to slam.
Unbelievable performance in the 12-pound division. You literally cut through the competition. Tell me, what is the secret sauce to SlamPlan?
A lot of preparation. I've had this robot put together for the most part for months, if not a couple years at this point. I've done so much practicing. It's really what makes it work, is just being prepared. So that's really about it.
Now, big props to Luke Grell. This is the most haggard that I have seen SlamPlan today. What do you think distinguishes Luke over there with some of the other verts that you had a little bit easier of a time with?
Well, this time he brought the fire mini-bot, which I spent some time focusing on that, which made me turn my back against the bigger threat, which is Minor Threat, which is kind of weird to say. But yeah, so they actually have a bigger blade, which is capable of reaching the body of SlamPlan, which is generally the biggest threat. They don't want to cut them into this electronics. It's really nasty. So yeah, there's just big vert. That's kind of the scary part.
Anything interesting in the works for 2025?
A lot of sleep. I'm really, really tired.
Well, congratulations, Brendan. 12-pound champion! Only two things left to do, sign some posters and one more!
Woohoo!
Hold it high!
Alright, I'm tired. I gotta go eat. I hope you enjoyed the cake bake. I'll probably do this again tomorrow for fun. Because I whenever I get the screws, because I'll do the final assembly. I'll get more copper and then I'll do the final assembly. But until I have the screws, I can't finish anything off, which low-key sucks. But I did get 30 done. I was targeting 100. But I don't have enough contacts, actually. I thought I did. So I gotta get those on order from China. So we'll do that. Thank you, everyone. Sorry, it was kind of a slower stream, but appreciate it. It's much more entertaining to do this and kind of entertain while I do it than just to kind of do it. All right, later.